Hello students, today we will discuss about the properties of diamagnetic substances, para and ferromagnetic substances. These properties are very important, right? There are the various properties which you have to describe. But बेटा इन प्रॉपर्टीज के ऊपर डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन नहीं आता है कि what are the properties of dia, ferro और paramagnetics. The question will be asked on these properties, right? So these are very important. After that we will discuss about a hysteresis curve. Hysteresis curve help us to select the material for the various practical applications. For example, which material is used for the transformer core, which material is used to make the permanent magnet, right? This of temperature on the paramagnetic substance. As we know that paramagnetic substance obeys the Curie's law, in which susceptibility is inversely proportional to temperature. If we increase the temperature, the dipole moment of the paramagnetic substance are randomly orientated, and net magnetic momentum is again zero when you applied the magnetic field, right? Next we have properties of diamagnetic substance. First, a diamagnetic substance are feebly repelled by a magnet. When a rod of diamagnetic substance is suspended inside the magnetic field, it slowly sets itself at the right angle to the direction of the field. Third, if the diamagnetic liquid contained in the watch glass is placed on the two closely spaced pole species of magnet, it suffers the slight depression in the middle. It shows that where the magnetic field is stronger, here two magnets are close and there two magnets are at the large distance. So when the magnetic field is stronger, there is a depression, and where the magnetic field is weaker, there is the rise in the liquid, right? Next property, for the diamagnetic substance, the intensity of the magnetization I has the small negative value. We know that diamagnetism has negative value of I. In the U-tube, you filled a diamagnetic liquid and the magnet is placed between these two liquids and this tube is placed between the two magnets. Now this liquid will suffer the depression and the other side the liquid will raise. The magnetic susceptibility of diamagnetic substance has the negative value. Relative permeability is slightly less than unit. When a diamagnetic material is placed inside a magnetic field, the magnetic field line becomes slightly less denser in the diamagnetic substance. The lines will not pass through the magnet. They are passing just outside of the magnet. Diamagnetic substances do not obey Curie's law. They tend to move slowly from the stronger region to the weaker region of the non-uniform field. Next we have properties of paramagnetic substances. A paramagnetic substance is freely attracted by a magnet. Second, when a rod of paramagnetic substance is suspended inside a magnetic field, it slowly sets itself parallel to the direction of the magnetic field. Third, when paramagnetic liquid is filled in the watch glass and closely spaced magnet, it shows a slight rise in the middle. On the other hand, when the poles are moved apart, the paramagnetic liquid gets depressed in the middle. Next, for diamagnetic substance, the intensity of magnetization has a small positive value. When a U-shaped tube is placed between the magnet containing the paramagnetic material, the paramagnetic material gets raised slowly. The magnetic susceptibility of paramagnetic substance has the small positive value. Next, relative permeability is slightly greater than unity. When a paramagnetic material is placed inside the magnetic field, the magnetic field line becomes slightly more denser the paramagnetic material. Right? Means the magnetic line of forces can pass through the magnet, pass through the paramagnetic substance. When a paramagnetic substance placed inside the magnetizing field, the magnetic flux density in the paramagnetic substance is greater than that of the vacuum. Susceptibility is inversely proportional to temperature in paramagnetic substance. In the non-uniform magnetic field, the paramagnetic substance moves from the weaker to the stronger part of the field. Next, properties of ferromagnetic substances. A ferromagnetic substance is strong, attracted by a magnet. When a ferromagnetic substance is suspended in the magnetic field, it quickly aligns itself in the direction of the field. Next, ferromagnetic material move from the weaker part of the magnetic field to the stronger part. Intensity of magnetization is very large and positive. When the U-shaped tube filled with the ferromagnetic substance is placed between the magnet, the liquid will rise. The magnetic susceptibility of ferromagnetic substances has greater positive value. Relative permeability is very large. When ferromagnetic material is placed inside the magnetic field line becomes highly denser. In the ferromagnetic substance, large number of the magnetic line of forces passing through a magnet. Next, when ferromagnetic substance placed inside the magnetizing field, the magnetic flux density in the ferromagnetic substance is much greater than that in the vacuum. Ferromagnetic substances do not obey Curie's law. 11. When ferromagnetic substance placed in non-uniform magnetic field, it quickly moves from the weaker to the stronger part of the field. Next, we have hysteresis curve. It is the curve between the magnitude of the magnetic induction and magnetic intensity. Right? Here, hysteresis curve represents the relation between the magnetic field induction and the magnetic intensity. Here, we take a magnet and apply the magnetizing field to it. When the magnetizing field is increased, the substance gets ferromagnetic substance gets magnetized along the path OB. Now, a point comes when the magnetic field is maximum. It is called the saturation point. The ferromagnetic substance doesn't get more magnetized. Now, reverse the direction of the magnetizing field. The magnetic field intensity decreasing and does not follow the path BO but follow the path BC. Thus, when the magnetizing field is 0, the value of intensity of magnetization is not 0. So, the value of the intensity of magnetization is known as retentivity. OC is known as retentivity. Now, decrease the value of the magnetizing field in the reverse direction, and when the value of I or B is equal to 0, the value of magnetizing field is known as coercivity. Means OD is known as, this is the D point, OD is known as coercivity. OC is retentivity, OD is coercivity. Now, increasing the magnetizing field in the reverse direction, we also get a saturation point. After getting a saturation point, again increasing the value of H in forward direction, and a point comes when the magnetizing field is 0, but intensity of magnetization is not 0. So increase the H in the forward direction and reduce the value of the intensity of magnetization to 0. Now a loop is formed, and this loop is known as the hysteresis loop, right? Now retentivity, the value of magnetic induction left when the magnetizing field is 0 is called retentivity. And corrosivity, to reduce the magnetism 0, we have to apply the magnetizing field H in opposite direction. The value of magnetizing field is called corrosivity. Now hysteresis, this represent the relation between magnetic induction and magnetic intensity. Now what does the loop represent? Loop represent the loss of energy dissipated due to the hysteresis. Now we have comparison of the hysteresis loop of soft iron and the steel. This is the curve for the soft iron and this is the curve for the steel. We find that the curve of the soft iron is thin and long, means the retentivity of soft iron is greater than that of the steel. Second, soft iron is more strongly magnetized than the steel. Corrosivity of soft iron is less than that of the corrosivity of steel. That is, it loses its magnetism more rapidly than the steel. Area of hysteresis loop for the soft iron is smaller than the area of the steel. So, losses in case of the soft iron is smaller than that of the steel. Area of hysteresis loop represent the losses in the magnetic material. Use of ferromagnets. Hysteresis curve is used for the selection of the material for various practical applications. For example, permanent magnet. The magnet prepared from the ferromagnetic material which retain their magnetic property for a long time are called permanent magnet. The characteristics of the material to make the permanent magnet, these are very, very important. It should have the high retentivity, high corrosivity, high permeability. So steel is preferred for making the permanent magnet because the steel have high corrosivity and comparable high retentivity. For example, Alnico, which is the aluminium, nickel, cobalt and Fe. The way to make the permanent magnet. How will you make the permanent magnet? Place a ferromagnetic rod in the solenoid and pass the current so it become a permanent magnet. Second, electromagnet. For the electromagnet, corrosivity should be low, retentivity should be low, but permeability should be high. Factor affecting the strength of an electromagnet. Increasing the number of turns, placing a soft iron inside the core, increasing current and decreasing the temperature. Third is transformer core. Transformer is a device which undergoes magnetization and demagnetization for a long time. So material is used to make the transformer core which must have the low hysteresis losses, means which have the lower area. So hysteresis curve should be narrow. Hence soft iron is used to make the core of the transformer. These characteristics are very, very important in case of permanent magnet, electromagnet and transformer core. Okay beta.